Welcome guys, my name is Arcade. We're doing another, so we're going to do a possible question. This is the video that's taken me about 50 years to do. So, it's not going to be 50 years. But anyway, let's get started. So, this is the idea of what if the video game characters that you know and love had stands. Now here's the rules. They have to be pre-existing stands, so no OC characters. I do not want to see any OC characters saying, "Oh, what about my stand? What about this stand? Oh, I have this stand. Be perfect for, you know who." No, they have to be pre-existing. They have to be in the JoJo universe. They cannot be made up. It has to be from part 1 to part 9. Well, part 9 has a goddamn stands at the moment, but if that is the case, we will have some part 9 stands, if that is the case. But anyway, I'm blabbering. Let's get into the details. So, for example, let's say Link from the Legend of Zelda series, I say has a Hierophant Green. Because the reason why is because it shoots emeralds. And it shoots emeralds because like it's in the game. And also I think he'll use that more because of the long rangeness as all. So I'm thinking of the characters that will use the stands the most. So let's get started anyway. So the rules are as simple as well. A game cannot be inspired by a stand. For example, I didn't explain that very well. Let's say you know the game Prey, which is like a Bethesda game, and I say, oh, Prey is just basically like High Priestess. No, I cannot say the game itself. I have to say the characters individually. So I have to say the Prey's main character, main protagonist, the character that you play as. So the characters that you play as, or any other characters that you can also play as, what if they had stats? So like any famous video game character basically. Or like, just not the game itself. Do not, like, I'm not gonna say the game itself, oh, Prey is obviously gonna have High Priestess because literally all the monsters in them mimic different objects. No. Anyway, so let's get started with the first entry.
My vengeance.
Kratos. Now, Kratos is a complicated one simply because he grew out of his shell after the third one. But I have a perfect stand for him, and that is Purple Haze. Now the reason why Purple Haze is his stand is because Purple Haze also evolved over time as well. Not just that. Like, so basically, the reason why I chose Purple Haze is because it both grew as a stand and the user grew as well. So, for example, Fugo at the start of Power 5 had the stand Purple Haze, which is just like a fire. It has a virus in its capsules that kills people in 30 seconds if they inhale the gas. Now, there is a complicated version of it because you see, like, the gas like spreads if it's outside or if it's inside a room or whatever. You know what I mean, like all that stuff. I'm not going to discuss that because it's going to be taking too fucking long. Anyway, so let's get started with Kratos. Now the reason why I think young Kratos would like the stand is because the reason why, simply because it can kill people a lot faster. Now, however, it does say that it could kill the user. The gas can kill the user. Now, I don't take at the time, young Kratos hated just the gods. So even if he got a deadly ability like Purple Haze, he'll use it to his advantage. He'll use Purple Haze to his advantage, and Purple Haze is all about rage, like all about rage. Like even the design itself is a Spartan, so that's why I chose Purple Haze, because Kratos is a Spartan, and obviously Purple Haze is the most rage, the most powerful stand from Part 5. Literally, it can kill both friend or foe. And I think that will encapsulate how rage-inducing young Kratos was. And it will say to everybody, oh, do not go near him, he will fucking kill you in 30 seconds. You know what I mean? I think he'll use that stand to his advantage. He used the capsules to his advantage. Like, let's say, for example, he's fighting Zeus. He'll get so angry. He'll get so angry that he'll actually try to. He use the capsules and see if he tries to kill Zeus. But obviously, it could threaten his life as well. But he doesn't really care. He probably wouldn't care about his life. He just wants Zeus dead. But anyway, so I think that would be perfect for him as young Kratos. Now you're probably thinking, then what about old Kratos? It's the same. Here's my reason. Listen, comments. So Purple Haze feedback is canon, right? So I'm gonna count it as canon. I'm gonna count Purple Haze feedback as canon because it counts as canon. Even Iraqi counts as canon, so I count it as canon. And I love Purple Haze feedback anyway. But Purple Haze feedback is a much stronger and more controlled stand from Part 5. It's a bit more controlled, should I say it more? It's a bit more controlled. Fugo can actually like put a capsule in his mouth and bite in it and like punch the person and he'd still be fine. So all Kratos will like Purple Haze feedback because yes, it is rage, but it's more controlled rage. Since all Kratos is more controlled in himself, that's why I chose Purple Haze. Because in Part 5, all it was rage. Was unbridled rage, aggression, fucking domination, power, and all that stuff. Like, even his friends are not safe. Even enemies are not safe. That's all Kratos. But Purple Haze feedback is more controlled, more calm, more willing to know. Like, it's evolved. And that's why I chose Purple Haze feedback for old man Kratos. So, all together, exactly, Kratos will have Purple Haze. Obviously. Instantly. Because there's never been a stand that changes over time unlike that. Well, there is, like Star Platinum, but anyway, enough from that. Next one. Batman. Now, Batman would not use a stand. I found so much thinking, that I think he would not use a stand. However, it come to my knowledge, and I forgot about this stand, by the way. You can write me in the comments below, by the way. Literally, I forgot about this stand. King Nothing from Part 8. The reason why I chose King Nothing as a stand is because simply as. So, King Nothing does not damage anybody. Cannot physically damage anybody. Cannot hit anybody. All it does is track. So basically, King Nothing can decompose himself into multiple jigsaw pieces, should I say. and the scent follows whoever the user wants them to follow. So basically, it's basically like a puzzle piece. Like it flies across the world to find something that they want, and I think that'll be useful for Batman. It's either that or Moody Blues, but I don't think he will have Moody Blues because Moody Blues is a stand that fights. All stands nearly can kill a person nearly because you see Batman never had that much power, and he's afraid that if he uses it he might hurt somebody or kill somebody that, like, severe. Like, I know, like, he gives them traumatic brain surgery every fucking 10 minutes, but what I'm saying is he does care about the criminals because at the end of the day they're just like him. They just want to survive in Gotham. But anyway, enough about rambling. I think King Nothing because since it cannot attack, so it cannot kill, but it's only good for tracking stuff. So Batman is a great detective. We all know that, but he might need some help with that. So giving him King Nothing will give him the ability to actually track his people, like the people that he doesn't know. Like, right, so basically, like, for example, let's say for example he wants to go after Joker, then he'll activate King Nothing, and he'll follow the jigsaw pieces, and then once he follows the jigsaw pieces, he finds where Joker is. Now, I understand if he wants to use his own brain, that's fair enough on him. But I'm giving him a stand that does not attack. I think he'll use that more because he does not kill. Now, I think King Nothing as well because what is detective's most favorite? Like, every single detective has like jigsaw pieces. Like, it is like a jigsaw piece. Like, whenever you think of a detective, it's like a jigsaw piece in their mind, clicking in on the clues that they found over time. Then, okay, so I'm stop blabbering. I think Batman will have King Nothing. Next up,
Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Ezio Auditore. Ezio Auditore is from Assassin's Creed 2 and is a prime figure of Assassin's Creed. Now doing this, I have to take in consideration of the assassins, and I have to take into consideration on what they do and what and what their mission is. Now, this is another rule as well. You see, stand arrows work like this. They gravitate towards people, and even if you get stabbed, it forces you to have a stand. Because if you do not have the capabilities of being a stand user, then you'll die. But let's say if these video game characters got a stand arrow and they have to be forced to have a stand, what stand would they have? So I don't have any comments below saying, oh, how are they going to get stand if they have armor and all that stuff? It'll get past that. Fuck that. Just get past that. I'm just seeing what they will get, and don't be blaming me, okay? I'm only doing this for fun, so don't be blaming me. Anyway, Ezio Auditore. So I thought of a different type. I thought of different stands for him. I first went for a personality stand, but then I was like thinking, no. I suddenly thought, it clicked in my mind, the Hangman. Now, the Hangman is from JoJo's Part 3, and it's basically like a mummy kind of humanoid stand that goes into reflections. So basically it's a long range stand that goes into reflections, even into your eyes, and kills you in that reflective world, shall I say. I don't care if Cat Queen says there's no such thing as a reflective world, but whatever. So he goes from reflection to reflection, anything that can reflect anything, any surface, like water, like glass, anything, he can go into it and kill the person in it. And not just that, the reason why I give Ezio Auditore that stand is because it's the only stand that has hidden blades. That's the reason why. Because that's the funniest thing. Because I was like thinking, what stand would be perfect for him? And then I was like looking at this the hangman. I was like, oh wait, that's the only stand that has hidden blades from Assassin's Creed and gets inspiration from Assassin's Creed. So basically, I go for that stand. I think that stand would be perfect for him because like he doesn't really have to fucking go there. All he has to do is just stand outside, use his stand, and just kill him. However, Whole Horse was needed to be there because the reason why is because Whole Horse can shoot a bottle, can shoot there needs to be somebody there to help him to get a reflection because there's not going to be a lot of reflections in those times. However, there is a lot of gold. Like people are wearing a lot of gold and silver on their clothes. So I say he'll have an easy time doing it. However, if he can't kill the person using the stand, I think he will get in there personal. Ezio. But I think that stand would be useful for him because he doesn't have to move. All he has to do is summon a stand, kill the user, or like if he kills the people that he doesn't think that deserve his blade. Like honestly, I can think of a couple Assassin's Creed characters that don't really need to be killed personally. Like I honestly think that. But I think Ezio will use it to his advantages in his like assassins thing. It's basically like having another assassin with you because like you can literally just kill the person. However, they have to be standing in the reflection in a reflective surface. So he can't do anything unless the stand can't do anything unless the person is within the reflective surface. So that's why Hull Horse has to shoot a bottle so all the glass can fall. And by the way, the stand can go faster than the speed of light because literally faster. It's fast than the speed of light. But like, it's a good stand for Ezio Auditore because it reflects how assassin like his stand will be. I think that'd be a great stand for him. Next up, Doomslayer. Now, Doomslayer really would not use a stand, technically. I get bewildered, right? So, I thought he was gonna have I thought he will have Anubis at first of all. I was like, oh, definitely Anubis, but except he can't get controlled or altered. Until I figured out something. The Berserk. Now, the Berserk mode is where he has his fists and punches the demons in the face so hard, in fact, that he destroys them. Now, what stand is similar to that? Star Platinum. Now, the reason why I'm giving them Star Platinum is because Star Platinum has super strength, super speed, super precision, and is a berserker. Like, you can argue that why not Purple Haze, but I already give someone else Purple Haze, and I think that goes to Kratos more than Doomslayer. But anyway, Doomslayer deserves Star Platinum because literally Star Platinum is super strength. Like, he can fucking demolish an entire demon squad in like less than 10 seconds. And not just that, it powers, like literally the stand is so powerful. Like the stand is super speed, super precise, super precision. The only weakness that Star Platinum has is growing old. And when you're growing old, your stand decreases in power a little bit. your stand decreases as the soul of your, your old self is getting older, weaker. Like, your stand will get weaker as well because you're getting weaker, obviously. But I don't think Doomslayer will ever get old. So basically, he will still have like Prime Star Platinum forever. Basically, he'll have Prime Star Platinum forever, and that'll be fucking detrimental to any demon. He'll give more than PTSD. He'll give them fucking panic attacks. He'll give them panic attacks if they came around and seen him with Star Platinum. He will fucking destroy them. Oh my god, I would not be a demon if I were them. But, and also, here's a fact. We're not going to give him stop time, by the way. We're not going to give him stop time. So this is the Star Platinum before stop time, basically. This is the Star Platinum that, like, it's primed our Star Platinum. Like, just does super strength, super precision, and that's it. Because Doomslayer himself can literally wipe an entire fucking demon thing. But if he was forced to have a stand, and it has to be a stand from the JoJo universe, and a pre-existing stand from JoJo universe, I think he'll go with Star Platinum though, because all it does is just punches really hard, and its speed is really hard. So, yeah, in my opinion, that's what stand he will go for. Next up, the Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper is not a famous figure, but is a raccoon. So it's a raccoon thief. Now you're possibly thinking, oh, that's easy. It could be Marilyn Manson because of the stealing for money addiction. Nope. Oh, you must be thinking. I must be thinking of like any stand that is really good with stealing. No. So I'm going to give him Sticky Fingers. Now the reason why I'm giving him Sticky Fingers is because he will use that the most. Now Sticky Fingers can store objects into something else. Now he can. So basically, in Part 5, we seen Bruno hide a bunch of gold in a public bathroom. Now that would be great for Sly Cooper, because Sly Cooper would have a great time with that. Because, and not just that, he can teleport anywhere, basically. Like, he can go into a wall. He can go through a window without using any lasers, anything. Like, he doesn't even need to trigger any alarms with Sticky Fingers. All he needs to do is just zip, go in and fucking zip. Oh, I'm here. There's the safe there. Grabs the safe, and there you go. Well, actually, he can punch the safe, and the safe will have zippers on it, and all he needs to do is go zip, grabs the fucking gold, and there you go. It'd be great for him. Like, he doesn't need to do any, and like he can travel with the zipper. The zipper he can travel with. He can just go like this, zipper, and zip across the fucking buildings and all that shit. Like, come on, like that would be great for him. And combat, right? Come on, like he doesn't use combat, right? Okay, that's fair enough. But he'll use Sticky Fingers as his ability the most. He'll just use it like zip, grabs the gold, gets the fuck out. Simple as. So I think he will have Sticky Fingers. I'll give him the stand Sticky Fingers. Next up, Heihachi. I can't fucking say his name. The Tekken guy. Mishima, whatever the fuck his name is. So the reason why I picked him is because he's a famous Tekken figure. So let me give him a stand. And the stand I picked him was Hermit Purple. And you're probably wondering, why do I give the most powerful fighter Hermit Purple? Well, here's homework for you guys. Look his name up and see what character he voices in the JoJo universe, and you probably understand why. This one is joke entry, by the way. This one's a joke entry. It's not supposed to be taken seriously, but if you look up his name and see what characters he voices, you'll see why I give him the stand Hammer Purple. Yeah, so so he gets part of Hammer Purple. Anyway, next person. Next one, Maxwell. Maxwell is a character in the Scribblenauts series. Now, he already has anything that he ever wants. Like, he can write anything down and have it in a notepad. However, if he had a stand, I would say he would have Heaven's Door. And you don't really need no reason why. Because look, first of all, Maxwell has a notepad, right? A book that anything he writes in comes true. Now let's also have another ability that's like that as well. Fucking Heaven's Door, which basically makes people into a book, and he can read whatever is in their mind. I think he'll use Heaven's Door because, like, it'll go perfect with the notepad that can write that can make anything happen. So also, like, him tapping into people's minds and memories, and also like telling them what to do as well. Like Heaven's Door, you can write anything in the book and they will not do it. So let's say, or they will do it. So basically, let's say, for example, Rohan writes in Koichi's book, I will not attack Rohan Kabishi. And Koichi will not attack Rohan Kabishi because he put that in his mind. So Maxwell will be the most overpowered character in all of fiction. Because he not only has a notepad that can write anything and it will come true. So like, let's say, for example, he wants to have a ship, a pirate ship. A pirate ship will immediately come into his existence. And also have Heaven's Door to go into people's memories and mind and tell them what to do and what not to do. And also can rip the pages of their memory, so they will not have a memory of like that. Like if they have a memory of him controlling them, he could just rip it and just go like, nope, you don't remember that now. That'd be fucking so overpowered for him. But like, that's the funniest thing about it. I think it's Heaven's Door. Anyway, next up, Scorpion. Scorpion is a great character. I love Scorpion. However, I just hate it. I just hate him in MK1. But I'm not talking about MK1 anyway. So I'm going to talk about the Scorpion that we all know and love, the Prime Scorpion. You know, the Mortal Kombat 9 Scorpion. So Scorpion is a guy, is a father that he was a farmer. And basically Sub-Zero killed his family in cold blood, and then killed him and his family in cold blood, and then Scorpion wants his revenge, and then became a demon, and then yeah. So what stand will he have? Now he's already powerful enough, like him being a demon and all that stuff, like, and also having the same fire and all that stuff. Oh, fire. Interesting. What is the only stand that can do fire? Magician's Red. Now, I'm going to give him Magician's Red. Now, the reason why I'm giving him Magician's Red, because Magician's Red is fire manipulation. Now, the reason why you thought, oh, I thought he can just create fire whenever he wants. No. You see Abdul, like, lighting a match before he attacks, because he can't really create the fire. He has to manipulate any fire that comes out. So, but Scorpion can make fire already. He can already like conjure fire. And with Magician's Red is a fucking powerful stand, by the way. Like, fire manipulation can make the whole room on fire. And also, a red bind, which is basically fire bind. And also, there's also Crossfire Hurricane, which you will use a lot, by the way. And also the life detection fire. So if there was anybody hiding from him, he could just go like, life detection fire. Magician's Red. And then it finds the person. So I'm giving him Magician's Red, and nobody fucking complain, okay? Next up is my favorite villain, Vaas. It is an honor to be his loyal fan. Anyway, Vaas is a great character, a great villain from the Far Cry 3 series. Now, if he had a stand, what would it be? Now, I posed the question, he will have the stand Civil War. Civil War is a stand that uses guilt as an empowerment device. So basically, if you're feeling guilty about whatever it is, let's say, for example, you're feeling guilty for killing your brother or something like that, something physical or something methodical. Like if you're feeling guilty about killing the stand user, they'll make any person come back from the dead to kill them, to kill whoever feels guilty. Now, it'd be like, so for example, Gyro Sibeli felt bad for his mother or whatever, and they came back to kill him. So, Vaas already uses that, because he makes Jason see guilt, his guilt, and not just Vaas's personal guilt, is also his guilt as well. Like, Jason's guilt is also like been shown as well. Like he had his friends and he betrayed his friends because he wanted to stay on the island to become the best warrior, to become a strong warrior. But Vaas is like, you're no hero. You're just like me. You're just gonna end up like me. You are me and I am you. Because Citra is the villain. It is the true villain, and you're just killing the people that she doesn't care about. Like, I am Vaas. Yes, I did bad things. However, that's what this island does to people. It corrupts their mind and makes them feel guilty for what they done. So I think Vaas will use Civil War the most, because all he does is inflict pain, misery, guilt into every single person he has ever talked to. Like, even to Jason, like he says to Jason, "Oh, you think you're going to become a warrior? My sister's warrior. You're so fucked, Jason. She's trying to make you into something that you're not, even though she'll just kill you in the end. I know, because you are me, and I am you." And then, it's just that I think Civil War will be the best, because he will use that against Jason for his guilt. So he will say, "Oh, you leaving your friends for Citra. Citra is just going to betray you in the end," and have him fight the friends that he made along the way. Like, make him fight everybody. Make him fight his closest friends. Even the one that died for him in the first half of the game. But yeah, I think Civil War will be the best for him, because it will also encapsulate how Vaas uses guilt on Jason, and Jason has guilt for betraying his friends. And that is it. Okay, if you want to see a part 2, I don't think you will, but if you want to see a part 2, please comment below, or like and subscribe, whatever you want to do. It's been a long time since I've made this video, because literally I always wanted to do this. I want to see what video game characters would have stands, because they'd be forced to have stands. Okay, in this rules anyway. So anyway, if you like this, if you disagree, comment below. I don't care. I'm not gonna read them anymore. Anyway, bye.